This episode of DCW-TV is dedicated to Jennifer Celeste, who sadly passed away last week. She attended many DCW live events and was an avid supporter of independent wrestling. Our thoughts and prayers are with the Celeste family during this difficult time.
Hey, I'm glad you're paying attention, music boy. Thank you for once.
Oh man, come on. Music boy.
Now, since I went up north, if you haven't noticed, I've gained a little weight here. It's called up. I'm the wrestler for a Pure Heavyweight Champion. And I am the Gold Coast Champion. And Mr. Joey, I am the stud of the South. So you will start announcing me. So right now, you tell them I am the stud of the South. Mac Daddy does. Your double champion. You tell these people.
The stud of the South.
Andrew, I don't think he stuttered, Andrew. Maybe you should listen to it clear.
The Double Championship Wrestling Gulf Coast Champion and the Wrestling for a Cure Heavyweight Champion.
He's not the stud of the South, though. He's the dud of the South.
Well, he wants to kick Mac Daddy Dud's A double crooked letter, as he just said. This is not the first time these two men have faced off. However, a win for John Taylor tonight could be huge, Brandon. We talk about it all the time, about how people coming in and defeating a champion like Mac Daddy Duds could potentially mean a championship match in the future. The question is, John Taylor, if he pulls off a win tonight, could he receive a shot at the Gulf Coast Championship?
I don't think so. I mean, who's this guy beat anyway? I can't remember him beating Don White Shoes Gravatt.
He could beat Mac Daddy Duds tonight, Brandon.
Oh, that ain't happening. That ain't happening. You're looking at the stud of the South, the DCW Gulf Coast Champion, the Wrestle for Cure Heavyweight Champion. And then on this side, you've got what? John Taylor. That's so exciting.
Well, nevertheless, Brandon, this is one fall, 15-minute time limit. It is a non-title match. The referee for this contest, Don White Shoes Gravatt. Now, here's another question I have for you, Brandon. This match right here that Mac Daddy does is this singles contest. Could a win against John Taylor continue the momentum going into what we're about to talk about here in a minute, the Summer Survival Elimination Tag Match?
Yeah, you've got four of my favorite people. You got the main event and Mac Daddy Duds teaming up against three jabronis and some mystery partner.
Guy said I pulled his hair.
Mac Daddy accusing John Taylor of pulling the hair. I don't believe I saw John Taylor pulling the hair.
I think I did. I saw a little bit of it. He was pulling the hair and a little bit of the beard.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'll even make a deal with you because I know a lot of people out there think I'm biased towards Mac Daddy Duds and all this. I'll go ahead and make a deal with you and Gene Miller here at DCW. You want to know what that is?
What deal is that, Brandon? Wait a nice arm drag by John Taylor, knocking Mac Daddy Duds out of the ring. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Brandon, but that was very nice.
That was a lucky break for John Taylor.
Lucky, okay. So what's your deal?
All right, so if John Taylor somehow upsets Mac Daddy Duds tonight here on DCW-TV, I will resign my spot as the commentator right here on DCW-TV.
Oh my God! Well, Brandon, look. We here at DCW-TV love having you here. I mean, you're a great host for King of Wrestling Podcast. You are a little biased, though. I don't want to see you resign. But John, oh, God, what a chop to the back by Mac Daddy Duds. But with that said, it wouldn't be much of a surprise to me if John Taylor could pull off a victory against Mac Daddy Duds. You may be chewing off more or biting more than you can chew. You got a little tongue-tied. Big splash by John Taylor.
Have you seen what this John Taylor's been doing? Finally, Mac Daddy Duds got the smarts. He gets out of the way. Here we go, baby. He's going to pick him up. Big suplex on the way. Oh, brainbuster.
What a maneuver indeed by Mac Daddy Duds. I mean, he is a veteran in independent wrestling and professional wrestling as a whole. But this is the problem. A finger, really? Of course John Taylor was going to get his shoulder up. So now, well, like I said, let's
if
talk.
White Shoes would get down there and, oh, here we go. Mac Daddy's just helping him. He's helping him. If White Shoes would get down there and count, we'd already have a 3.
Well, Brandon, let's talk about that summer survival match for just a moment. You know, we talked about it last week. It's 4-on-4, although we don't know who the other partner for Warren Beast and the Mountain Man will be just yet. It is 4-on-4 elimination style as John Taylor comes back with some heavy right shots. Big boot to the face by Mac Daddy Duds.
Well, you speak about that mystery partner. Let me just go ahead and say I'm going to be doing some investigating next week on DCW-TV. Let's just say that.
But that's exactly where I wanted to go, as Mac Daddy applies a very vicious hold on to John Taylor right now. I wanted to announce that next week, like you just said, the summer survival match will take place. The main event, teams with Mac Daddy Duds against Warren Beast, the Mountain Man, and the mystery partner. But now, Mac Daddy Duds, as he bites the fingers of John Taylor, a very nice full Nelson with the legs hooked around. Very, very innovative. John Taylor, though, kick out by Mac Daddy Duds. That was almost.
I thought I was going to have to pull that out and call G. Miller and tell him I was just joking about that resignation stuff.
Oh, so that's what that's going to be, huh? That doesn't surprise me.
I mean, it's not joking. I was just, saying that just because, maybe John may have gotten a lucky break. Every now and then a blind hog will find an acre.
I'm sure there's a worm somewhere in the world right now that's really hoping that John Taylor wins this match. Nevertheless, John Taylor with some more heavy rights. Clothesline to Mac Daddy Duds out of the ring.
There is a worm somewhere out there in the DCW universe that would love for me to be taken off commentary.
Well, nevertheless, Mac Daddy Duds was clotheslined so hard it knocked him out of the ring, and yet another breather by Mac Daddy Duds.
He's got to take a breath. I mean, we got to do timeouts. Don White Shoes.
There are no timeouts in professional wrestling, Brandon. Will you stop?
There is for Mac Daddy Duds. He's got to have a break. Do you know how much pressure he's under day after day? He's a legend.
Look. Let's be clear real quick. Mac Daddy Duds has a lot of gold these days. And he is talented when he's not cheating. Kick to the midsection.
That was an underhanded move by John Taylor.
Oh, what is that, though? A rake to the eyes by Mac Daddy Duds. What I was going to say was this: he's not so good that we're going to change the rules for him, okay?
Oh, yeah, he is. I mean, that's Mac Daddy's greatness. Just like Vladimir Koloff.
Just like Vladimir Koloff, huh? And now,
look at this. Here comes the Boogie Woogie, baby.
The Boogie Woogie. Nice elbow drop, though, by the champion. Going for the pin. Could this be it? No. John Taylor going to get his shoulder up. And now covering him again. But no, once again, shoulder up by John Taylor. This is a non-title singles competition match between John Taylor and Mac Daddy Duds. Oh, what a knee to the gut, though, by the Gulf Coast champion.
If White Shoes would be in position, this match would already be over. This shouldn't even be going on.
The grass is green, the sky is blue, and Brandon Turner's complaining about the officiating. And now,
here comes Mac Daddy. He's swinging him off the ropes.
Oh, wait a minute. No, John Taylor caught him that time. Has him in a roll-up. Could it be it? No, that was almost it, Brandon. What an upset that would have been if John Taylor would have beaten Mac Daddy so bad that Brandon would leave DCW-TV. Just wow. But now Mac Daddy Duds on the assault. A little bit of desperation, perhaps, by the Gulf Coast champion. And now, just guillotining John practically on that rope.
And Mac Daddy Duds is back in complete control of this match the way it should be. If White Shoes would just stay focused on the match.
And
here we go.
That's it.
He stuttered to get down there.
Foot on the rope. Foot on the rope. Yes, Don's foot, his hand went down. Oh, my God. Don's hand went down, but his feet were on the ropes. His foot was on the rope first. This match rolls on.
Does White Shoes come from the nursing home to the matches? Because, I mean, he is slow, and this should have been over with, and I don't know where he put his foot on the ropes or what, but I think the 3 count come down before he had his foot on the rope.
And now John Taylor coming back. Wait a minute, tornado DDT! Blaming the champion! Could this be it right here? 1, 2, 3, no! Mac Daddy Duds gets his shoulder up, this match rolls on. What an opening contest this has been. Nice clothesline by John Taylor. And a big spinning back elbow by John Taylor to Mac Daddy Duds. What a win this would be, belly to belly. What a win this would be for John Taylor if he could pull it off here tonight. He's got Mac Daddy Duds on the mat. And now perhaps high risk district for John Taylor. He's going up top, Brandon. This is not good for Mac Daddy Duds.
Oh my gosh, my heart is in the pit of
Elbow
my
drop,
stomach.
no!
Oh, Mac Daddy moves.
He went so high and crashed so hard. And now Mac Daddy Duds to his feet. This is not good for John Taylor whatsoever. He's on the ropes. Kick to the midsection. And now, planting John Taylor.
The Mac attack, baby, and that's the ball game. Count it, Don.
1, 2, 3. That's it.
He hits the Mac attack, and that's ball game. And Mac Daddy Duds still got all the gold. Even though it wasn't a title match, he's not got no threat for either one of these titles right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next here on DCW-TV, our main event of the evening, and it is for all the marbles. It will be handsome Rob Cabela going one-on-one with Steve O'Malley in the finals of this Diamond Division tournament, which means this match is to crown the first ever DCW Diamond Division champion. Now, I want to take a look at the tail of the tape. As you can see right here, the weight advantage. While Rob Cabela didn't disclose his weight, it would appear that the weight advantage goes to Steve O'Malley. The experience, however, I believe is the game changer perhaps in this match. 17 years for Steve O'Malley versus 5 years of Rob Cabela. These are the signature moves to watch out for in this match. For Steve O'Malley, it's that devastating 9-inch nail driver. For Rob Cabela, it is the trendsetter cutter that he's looking to hit out of nowhere in this main event match. Now, the DCW accomplishments are very lopsided, as you can see. Steve O'Malley, 2-time heavyweight champion, a former television champion, a former light heavyweight champion. Rob Cabela has yet to see gold here in Diamond Championship Wrestling. Now, Steve O'Malley defeated John Taylor in the quarterfinals and Too Quick in the semifinals to get here, while Rob Cabela managed to defeat Chris Paps as well as Delicious Van Vicious to get here to this main event match. Now, it's all been said. The time is here. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the action. They have went through hell to get to the finals of this tournament, but now, with it all on the line, the DCW Diamond Division Championship to crown the first ever Diamond Division Champion is here.
Well, you want me to tell you something that Steve O'Malley's had that Rob Cabela has not?
What's that?
Singles gold.
You're absolutely right, and gold in DCW for that matter. On one hand, you have Rob Cabela, who has never held a DCW championship in his time, which has been about a year in Diamond Championship Wrestling. As the bell rings, official Don White Shoes Gravatt, the official for this contest. But on the other flip of the coin, Steve O'Malley has held every single singles DCW championship there is, besides this newly made Diamond Division Championship here tonight. So, Brandon, I think we've paved how this road is going to go. It's going to be a fight between these two men.
Well, I wouldn't say a fight. Maybe on O'Malley's part, Rob will probably do a lot of running and trying to please these peons here.
Oh, come
but
on.
There's just no way that Steve O'Malley does not walk out of here the Diamond Division champion tonight.
Well, I don't know about that. Rob Cabela has got a side headlock right now. Steve O'Malley does reverse. I think the change in attitude has done Rob Cabela really good. I mean, think about it, Brandon. He hasn't lost since the change in attitude, so to speak. I mean, it's been going very well for him, I believe. And it could end with him holding gold here tonight, as Steve O'Malley with a nice headlock takeover to handsome Rob Cabela.
Well, there's one thing I know right now is that Steve O'Malley has tasted gold. He knows what it's like.
Oh, double drop kick, no. And now, Brandon, not to cut you off, we have kind of a stalemate between both men.
Yeah, this is a stalemate between them, and they're gonna step it up. And handsome or good vibe Rob here is wrapping around O'Malley, but I'm going to just say this. I don't think that Rob knows what it's like. I don't think he has the hunger to get that single gold. I think that's my advantage is to O'Malley, who will be the Diamond Division champion.
Well, look, Brandon, for that matter, I'm not going to act like that your pick is bad. By no means it isn't a bad pick. Steve O'Malley's a former heavyweight champion, a former Gulf Coast champion, television champion. I mean, Steve O'Malley has done it all as far as singles gold is concerned. The only singles title he hasn't held in DCW is this new one. But he has a chance to do just that here tonight. And as you can see, the ability of Steve O'Malley is unwavering. A very nice counter to handsome Rob Cabela, who has his feet on the ropes.
Now see,
so far,
only
rather
a
clean
punk
contest
would grab the ropes to get a break. He just can't handle it. So this is where they differ.
Oh, come on.
You got a rugged street fighter in Steve O'Malley, and you got a good vibe. I want to please all the peons.
Is this because he beat your boy Van Vicious in the semifinals? Is that why you're holding
didn't beat Van Vicious.
grudge?
I went back and I reviewed that tape. He didn't even have his shoulders on the ground. I've tried to show this to G. Miller, and he has just shut the door in my face. So I see.
Oh, what a back elbow!
I see where he cares about his DCW talent in Van Vicious.
And now Steve O'Malley has Rob's shoulders planted, but only for a 1 count. And as this match rolls on, the DCW Diamond Division Championship on the line. The winner will be the first ever Diamond Division champion. Like I said, this could be one of the biggest main events in our short DCW-TV history.
Steve O'Malley's got it locked in on him. He's just got to keep it. He's got to get it cinched all the way in.
And now planting him again. Just a 1 count. Just a 1 count by Steve O'Malley to handsome Rob Cabela. And now, nice roll up. Don White shoes in position. Just a 1 count once again.
In position. Did you see him? It took him 2 seconds to figure out O'Malley had him a cover.
Has him rolled up once again. Kick out by Rob Cabela. Steve O'Malley looking to end this contest rather quickly. I can't say that I blame him. Get in, get out, and make your bag, so to speak, a little heavier by the end of the night. So now, Steve O'Malley whipping, no, wait a minute, reversal by Rob Cabela. He hangs on, and Steve O'Malley pulls the rope down, and now Rob Cabela is outside of the ring.
Now, Steve, you need to take a breather here and then get out there and take care of him. Look at White Shoes. I mean, if White Shoes would have been in position, we'd already have a Diamond Division champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, please use the hashtag DCW-TV and perhaps comment below who do you want to see win this big championship match here tonight as Steve O'Malley continues the assault to handsome Rob Cabela. And those good vibes, not so good right now, Brandon.
No, they're not. And right now, the man from Boston is taking care of business.
Oh, good God. Just tripping Rob Cabela up, and that apron is unforgiving, Brandon.
It is unforgiving, and you know, Steve O'Malley's been fighting since he was 5 years old. He was taking high schoolers' lunch money when he was 6, so this guy knows what it's like. I don't think Rob knows what kind of a street fighter Steve O'Malley is and how rough and tough around the edges O'Malley is, and I think he's finding out right now.
Well, you've been calling him the Boston Strangler, and Steve O'Malley is as vicious as they come here in Diamond Championship Wrestling. And Rob Cabela is certainly feeling that right now here in this main event with the gold on the line as he throws Rob Cabela back into the ring, maybe perhaps looking to end this once and for all. Now, White Shoes in position. 1, 2, oh, just barely he got his shoulder up. And now Steve O'Malley arguing with the referee. As, you know, Brandon, this is Steve O'Malley's style, though. Slow, methodical, picks you apart. I mean, I believe that majority DCW wrestlers, they probably are in a considerable amount of pain after a match with Steve O'Malley.
They really are, but, you know, that's the one thing about O'Malley is he doesn't really get warmed up till about the 10-minute mark. So the longer the match goes, the more in favor it is in Steve O'Malley's favor, I believe.
Well, I mean, all the gold that he's collected in the past has to prove that. Rob Cabela However, looking to acquire his first singles gold, his first DCW championship as a whole here tonight, but it's certainly not looking good right now for Rob Cabela.
Oh no, Rob's has got one foot in the grave and the other one's not too far away.
Just picking apart Rob Cabela, Steve O'Malley is, and just, this could be only a matter of time perhaps, Brandon.
If O'Malley keeps doing what he's doing, Rob's not going to have enough left in him.
Oh, no. That backfired big time. The right shoulder into the post, and now Rob Cabela needs to use this DDT. Rob Cabela needs to cover him. He needs to cover him. This could be it.
I don't think Rob has even got the wherewithal to know where he's at in the ring.
That could be true. Could this be it? 2. No, this match rolls on.
There's too much still left in Steve O'Malley's tank. I don't think that Rob's got as much left. I think Rob is pretty much spent right now. He's barely hanging in here. I think this is O'Malley's just
Enziguri! Enziguri!
I think that one knocked him silly.
Concussed. He may be concussed. This is it. No! Managed to get his shoulders off the mat. This match continues, but look at, I mean, his eyes are glazed over, Brandon. Look at him. He doesn't know where he's at, I don't think.
Knock, knock. Nobody's home.
Maybe out of instinct he kicked out, or maybe this is just a matter of time. But Rob Cabela now shoving O'Malley off of him. Sling Blade connects. This match is continuing the fight that Rob Cabela has in him. It's going to be a big forearm to the skull. That's a jawbreaker right there if I've ever seen one. And now, big knee to the head.
Ooh.
O'Malley's knocked out. O'Malley's out. We're going to have a new champion right here, Brandon. This is it. Could have been good vibes. 1, 2, and no, it's not over. It's not over yet. This match continues.
You can beat O'Malley to death, but if you just can't kill him, he's still going to kick out. That's just O'Malley. He's got that survival mode in. It doesn't matter what's going on. I'm telling you, this guy's been fighting since he's 5 years old. He's not going to let Rob just beat him like that. And now O'Malley getting a little bit of offense, getting himself back in.
What a kick.
Big kick to the face.
That was a big kick to the face. Oh, O'Malley taking Rob Cabela off his feet, and now, oh, wait a minute. Steve O'Malley going up. This is not normal.
No, this is out of O'Malley's wheelhouse here.
By no means. What has he got in mind? No, wait a minute, Rob! Forearm to the face! Damn near knocking O'Malley out of the ring. And now, wait a minute! The athleticism of Rob Cabela! Trent Center! Trent Center connects! Could this be it right here? Do we have a new champion? 1, 2, 3, that's it! We have a Diamond Division champion right here, Brandon.
His lucky streak's got to come to an end sooner or later, but Rob does pick up the win. Good vibes, Rob is your new DCW Diamond Division champion.